This show furnished by Karl Gerber and Employment Lawyers Group.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Do need to talk about some of the rights for working fathers because that's important. And I know a lot of working fathers are wondering, what do I have in this? I know over all these rights for women. Just this year, we got a law, California Government Code Section 12945.6, where fathers are able to take off work to bond with their baby. Wasn't really allowed before 2018. Now, they do have to be full-time in the company for a year. They've got to work more than 1,250 hours, and they've got to be in a company with 20 or more employees in a 75-mile radius, and then they can actually take off to bond with their baby because dads like to get to know their kids too. And another right they would have is 6 weeks of partial pay from the Employment Development Department, which is the same place you go and get unemployment benefits. But you can be fired for being on that benefit if your employer isn't 20 employees. The federal family medical leave doesn't really cover baby bonding. It doesn't. Federal cases started saying if the employee manual, we talked about employee manuals earlier with Stephan, if the employee manual says we're going to give you baby bonding equitably as a matter of fairness, the company can't stop it. But that's not what the federal FMLA covers. Now, if you look at the California Family Rights Act, which is the same as the FMLA, but on the California level, it's supposed to cover, obviously, the birth of the child. It also covers the placement of the child. You can be off for that, and you can be off for adoption or foster care. But nothing I just mentioned says general baby bonding. So the CFRA doesn't seem to really cover this baby bonding, and a lot of people are getting fired for it. The other thing is birth of a child means birth of the child. It doesn't mean getting to know the child. And a lot of this FMLA stuff, just so everyone knows, it's not intended to be a child care statute. That's not what it is. And it's also for dads whose wives or partners maybe had a C-section, the lady can't move at all, and they have to care for a newborn for a brief period of time. But very limited rights for men.